Hello and welcome to day 55 of Getting Good at Talking. I'm Leah and I'm recording myself every day talking to camera so that I can be better, get better at talking to camera. I'm on a walk with my dog right now and I had to start recording because we haven't gone this way in a while through this neighborhood, and we just passed a house that has a bird cage on the front porch, and it's had this bird cage on the front porch for as long as I can remember. And there used to be two birds in it, two green, I don't know what kind of birds. I think they're like maybe parakeets, but they're like kind of, they're not small colorful birds, they're like medium sized and they're bright green. And so as we were passing this house, I could hear them. Like they usually make noise when we pass the house, I assume when anyone passes the house. And so they were making noise, but I didn't see any birds in this bird cage. And then I saw one of them fly down from a tree. And then I saw another one fly down from the tree to another tree. And I was like, oh, they're not in their cage anymore. And they're just like, they're flying free in the trees. Like, it's just so beautiful and so exciting, because every time, we don't go this way a lot, because every time we go past that house, my heart hurts, because those beautiful birds were in this small cage, like meant for, I don't like seeing caged birds. My grandma used to have birds, and caged birds, not my thing. I'm surprised. I'm surprised I never let out my grandma's birds. I lived in a state of fear when I was a child, though, so I wouldn't dare think to do that. Anyway, I was like, I have to record because that was just so beautiful. They're flying and they just seemed so happy. I was seeing them in a cage the last time we passed the house, and seeing them flying outside of their cage, that's just, I don't know, miracles, magic. I love to see it. Oh, here's a dog off his leash. Hold on, bud. Hey. Hey. Hold on, bud. Okay. I didn't have to get out my heart's beating a little fast though, because it's like, really, Leah, you're still holding your phone recording? Yeah, I didn't feel it was a threat. And she wasn't. She was getting a little jumpy, so anyway. So, dogs off leash are different than birds out of cages. Just because, I mean, am I meant to talk about that right now? I guess. I don't know. I mean, so there was no owner present for that dog, but I believe it lived in that house it was in front of. I don't mind a dog off leash that is well trained and comes when they're called and their owner is present. That's different than a dog that's just wandering. We're stopping for water. He's thirsty. We're actually stopped in the yard of the old man who had a problem with Chubbs sniffing his bush. I don't know what day that was, but I told the story, so I'm not going to retell it. Anyway, I was going to put this off till later, and then I saw those birds flying free out of their cage, and I thought, I gotta do this right now because that is just fucking magical. Yay, they're free. They're free. And it makes my heart so happy, because much of my life I felt like a caged bird who just transferred cages. And I'm flying now. I'm a free bird. Free bird. Lots of dogs barking. What you barking at? Which side of the street you want to go? This one? Okay. Okay, so yeah. Other than that, so what I was doing, I had just started listening to my audiobook, Remarkably Bright Creatures, and then I saw those birds. And so I paused it and started filming. And before this, I was like, we're just gonna see what happens. Like, I was thinking, we're just gonna see what happens in the book that might trigger something for me to talk about. But before that, as I was eating some yogurt before we left for our walk, I had a memory pop up, and it was from, I don't know what grade I was in. I'm thinking maybe it was like 6th grade. And I went to Gardner State Park on vacation with a friend. And it was like a group that would always go, and I went with this family a few times. And this one summer, we had gone, I don't remember if we went to, like, they had a dance hall kind of thing, and we would go, I think some of the nights, not all the nights, but one night we went to the dance hall thing, and it was a group of us, I don't know, like 6 or 7 of us, girls and guys, and a guy asked me to dance, and he was wearing an odd fit for the heat of a Texas summer, which was he had a tight Under Armour shirt on, like a tight spandex Under Armour shirt. And I'm like, okay. I'm not judging. It's just like, I mean, it's sweat wicking. That's that, you got that going for you. Anyway, I danced with him, and afterward, I did not hear the end of it. Like, my friends, the group I was with, just making fun of me because the guy was wearing an Under Armour shirt. They were making fun of me, and only now did it occur to me they were just jealous or envious. I get them confused because I know we use jealous the wrong way. I think it's envious. Because none of them were asked to dance. I was the only one asked to dance. Like, who cares what a shirt looked like? They were just... And why were they making fun of me? I wasn't wearing an Under Armour shirt. Anyway, I thought of that for some reason, but it's crazy how clearly you can see things after the fact. I just thought they were being bullies. I don't know. But now I'm like, duh. They weren't asked to dance, and they didn't like that I was asked to dance. Duh, that's it. Anyway, so that memory popped up for some reason. I was like, that's weird. And then I was thinking about how that led to me thinking about vacations. And my family, we never went on vacation, ever. Like, I don't consider it, like, when you visit family, no matter where it is, that's not a vacation. That's visiting family. We went on one sort of kind of vacation, and we went to Disney World, but that was on the way to visit family. So it was kind of vacation. But then I was thinking about Disney World and how I've been there twice. Once with my family, and then once I dated a guy I met on MySpace. And I flew to Florida, and we went to Disney World one of the days I was there. And I think, I don't know if I was a senior in high school or a freshman in college. I think it was the summer after my senior year in high school. And it's just a bizarre thing to think about, because that was like another life. I've lived so many lives. That was a different Leah. We're stopped right now because my dog has stopped. But this walk's only been like 13 minutes. It's basically as long as I've been recording. And I just feel like we got a little more in us than that, right? So I'm gonna stand here until one of us gives in. But yeah, so I was thinking about how many lives I've lived, and just how that was a different Leah. And this kind of ties back to the Gardner State Park friend I went with, because when I was dating the guy from MySpace, this friend, I think she told my mom about it, instead of like talking to me about it, she just told my mom, and my mom knew, I think. But yeah, it's kind of a full circle thing. Anyway, those birds flying, that was beautiful, and that made my day. And I think we're good for now, because I'm gonna try to get my dog to walk a little bit longer, just because like 15 minutes. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.